Hey, this is Steve with LRM Leasing. Is Tesla semi-truck the biggest hype as everybody's saying? Been doing this for 23 years. I have some questions. Let's see if this is worth the hype. One of the trucks that they offer is where they charge the truck and it's good up to 500 miles. That's gonna suck. Just the fact that I believe from my experience, a truck can get almost 1,400 miles. And then I've seen cars charge. I can only imagine who's gonna fight over that plug and then sit there for over an hour scratching their head. So it'll be interesting about how they're gonna charge the truck and then stop 3 times just to get out of a state maybe, where you can just pump and then go. Yeah, it's diesel, we're putting a little bit more in the atmosphere, but Tesla charging, pretty sure road rage is gonna literally happen at the plug. Then what? You gotta stop again in another 500 miles, maybe. And then when you get closer towards the end of that battery charge, because if it's like anything else, like in my kid's remote control, it goes slower and slower. It's not like you can call for a road service to fill it up, or do they come out with a generator, fill that up with gas, and then charge your Tesla to get to a charging area if there's one nearby. So I just don't see a lot of good positives yet, and I don't see a lot of charging ports other than for automotive at this point. So let's talk about the appearance of the Tesla semi-truck. Me personally, I think it looks ridiculous. If anybody like myself and a few others, we like lines, we like to see, some character. It literally looks like a minivan that's stretched out. I don't like it, it looks horrible. I know they're probably going for aerodynamic. It's ugly. That's all. That's what I got down to, an ugly looking truck. It's just an overshaped bubble and a very sad looking minivan. All right guys, so let's talk about the cost of a Tesla semi-truck, which I've found online is where anywhere between $150 to $180. The only issue that I have is that I know that I can get into another truck for anywhere in the low 70s and get up to $180 for a very fancy one, nice chrome and decked out, not looking so ugly. Between that price, is that a used one, and what is the air conditioning of the vehicle, where I know that on the diesel side, you can get it priced down a little bit lower, and there's a lot of people that can work on them. We already have what's going on with a low price to a very high-end truck. Not only that, a lot of people have already put their touches onto them, but chrome out and the outside of the truck, as well as the inside, hardwood floors. When you talk about Tesla, there's a lot of electronics. Not sure what you can alter right away. And again, I believe you can just get in a semi-diesel truck a lot cheaper than you would a Tesla. All right guys, Tesla's claim is that you'll be able to save up to $200,000 within the first 3 years in fuel savings. Again, I don't know if that would be true or not. I can only imagine, one, the issues that I see with having a Tesla is like independent shops. I believe you're not going to them. You're gonna go to the dealership. And if you guys have heard me before, some dealerships, they're just gonna bend you over and it's not gonna feel good. And then you're talking about, we got mechanics, I'm pretty sure these are gonna be electricians, which I don't have a problem with, but Tesla would need to definitely roll out to the independent shops and get some proper training, because when they roll in the shop, you're gonna get some guys doing this and be like dealers that way. I believe that you're gonna have a very hard time trying to find a place to go. And then when things start to break down, if you guys already know, we had a shortage in computers not long ago, circuit boards, and the thing is a big computer with tires on it, and then batteries, where you're only spending, on the high end, $140 something a battery. Now you're probably gonna drop way over that amount just to cover how many batteries are in that truck, in the thousands of dollars. At the end of the day, I still a firm believer with diesel trucks. Like I said, I've been doing it for 23 years, but I do have an open mind. I just don't know much about the product, and it'll be very surprising if they ever share any information to the independent shops to help out our owner-operators, because I think that's the one that's gonna hurt the most, is our owner-operators. And I've seen the struggles they've gone through just with the after-treatment system and just some of the stuff that's going on, just trying to find parts at a normal. I can only imagine what, Tesla goes on back order on quite a few items, especially chips, boards, computers, and so forth. You may have a Tesla that just becomes a big paperweight. So the next thing is the charging of the truck, of the Tesla Semi, right? I can see people fighting over a plug, or even just the length of time, an hour of charging your truck. So that means you're gonna have to sit around for an hour, and then the guy behind you can only imagine the traffic jam that we're going to create at these truck stops, or even where we're gonna have these charging stations for these trucks. And I know a lot of hardcore drivers myself, they like to pump and go. They're gonna have to charge and sit. I mean, I know it's gonna help you guys catch up on your books, but other than that, I don't see how this is gonna help us if we can't charge the trucks quicker or even hold the length of the charge longer. 500 miles, you guys can pound that out pretty quick if you have a truck that can do 14, especially if you're a team driver. So, and that's, there's another thing, team drivers. That's probably gonna go bye-bye just because you don't have enough charge in the truck to even keep going. All right, guys, so that was about the Tesla. If you guys have any questions about anything, or if you wanna ask me something about it, leave me a comment at the bottom. If you guys saw what you liked today, don't forget to pound that like button. And then also, guys, more content, any questions or anything like that you want coming your way, you guys gotta subscribe. I'll see you guys around.